Hi, I'm Brant Intrican. I'm the owner, operator, and CEO of Dusty Boots Rummage Store, as you can see by my sign here. And I have a problem, little problem. As you can see, my store is filled to the brim with junk. So, I'm going to solve that problem this Saturday, April 14th, 2012, from 6:05 to 2 p.m. with the largest yard sale of the century. And so I started to do this, and I decided that I'm really good at doing yard sales, but other people aren't so good. So I should give them some tips on how to help them. Well, here's my tips for you. And I'll do a few of these. And then on the yard sale, I'll do a video and I'll show you how well it goes. And so step number 1. Plan ahead for your yard sale. Having an unprepared yard sale and unplanned can be disastrous. If people can tell if you've been planning your yard sale. If you have a very large amount of tables, all there, all stickers, people are going to be more attracted to it. But if you just throw a few things out onto your lawn and put up a sign, people aren't going to be as attracted. That goes for everybody. What would you rather do? Somebody who's well prepared, or somebody that has 2 boxes of junk on the front lawn and a sign? That's a redneck yard sale. Step number 2. Price all your items. As you can see, I've started to put stickers on some of my items. Like coffee maker, $5, water filter, 10, fondue, 15, boggle, 2, and so forth. That way, you won't have a million people coming up to you at one time saying, how much is this, how much is this, how much is this? That can get very annoying. I've done that several times, and I want to beat myself with a stick for doing it. And rule number 3. If you're selling some of your children's items, ask them first. Because I read a story about this woman. Her children had grown up during the Star Wars era, and she was going to have like a big yard sale, sort of like I am. And in her attic, she found almost 250 toys from the Star Wars, all in the original packaging. Some even had the receipts with them. And so she sells all of them because she just finds a bunch of boxes labeled Star Wars toys. So, and I think there was 4 or 5, maybe 6 boxes full. And she sold all of them for $20. And the man that bought them sold each and every one of them for nearly $2 million a piece. So ask your children for permission before you sell some of their childhood toys. Or even if they are a child and some of their toys you might be selling. Because, I'm a child, so I have some. When I was little, I had nightmares before a yard sale. My mom selling some of the important toys to me at the next. So, ask your children first. Okay. And 4th and final step for this video. Well, in the words of Henry Ford, early to bed, early to rise, work like hell, and advertise. Advertise is very important. And my suggestion is, if you'll just excuse me for a minute. I have 3 of these signs that I post up and down my road. I got these from a sign shop for about $20, and they come with the stakes. And as you can see, they're double-sided. And so, if you're just gonna have one yard sale, as most people do, then you probably don't need these. But you still want to have about a nice piece of cardboard like this and one of these. I mean, I've had my grandmother, if you ever have one of those signs that you stick, vote for so-and-so for governor or president or whatever, you can just use that and tape and put a large poster board on either side. And just use this, because those are very good for sticking in the lawn. And they won't come off easy. And make them double-sided. That's the most important part. And make them with clear Sharpie or bright color. Don't make bright colors. Make it dark. Do it black. That way people can see it. Because I've heard people, you can go to her website at yardsalequeen.com. She said that because she goes to yard sales all the time, as you can tell by her website name. And so, they had let their children make the signs, and they did them in crayon, and she couldn't read them. She couldn't find them. But here's a good idea. She found somebody that cut them out into the shapes of arrows. And so that's another thing, as you probably saw, I have arrows pointing to which way to go. Always have an arrow pointing where you're going. And so I would also suggest putting an ad on Craigslist.com. It's a very important website. It's free. And thousands of people go onto it. On Facebook, if you have a Facebook or Twitter, put it on there. If you're on Facebook, schedule an event for your yard sale. And and put an ad in your local paper. If there's a radio show, you can phone in and do it. I mean, just do anything you can to advertise. Like I said, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. In the words of Henry Ford, early to bed, early to rise, work like hell, and advertise. And we're going to be, both work like hell, which is really important, because, let me show you this. And that is a bruise from a yard sale I've had. And I don't know where I get them from, but you'll probably, because I have these 3 pretty heavy tables. My dad helps me out here, but they'll hit against my leg, and those can bruise you. So be careful and advertise. All right, thank you. I'm gonna do a few more before the big day. I'll give you a few more steps, and thank you for watching.